And I have got my week 2 battle against Zangoose from the Baltimore Gliscoroles this week. Obviously, I've started putting some differentials and MVPs, but I would say ignore that just because it is early on in the game and that can easily change. So again, this is late just because of my computer and being overseas. All of that has gotten in the way of battling and being able to battle, and also being able to record. So please forgive me. Next week, week 3, will be on time, and I will be looking into getting better audio in the future. So without further ado, I want to start looking at what Zangoose has to offer on his team. So this is Zangoose's team. You've got Mega Mawile, Tornadus, Hydreigon, Nidoqueen, Jolteon, Hooper Unbound, Quagsire, Abomasnow, Pyroar, Castform, and Tentacruel. So my biggest threats on this team are Mega Mawile, obviously because it can do a fair chunk of damage, Tornadus because it can outspeed a lot of my team, Nidoqueen for Florges, T-Spikes, any of that is an issue. Jolteon, because it's very fast, can deal a lot of special damage. And HP Ice for days against a Garchomp or any of my team is going to take a bit of damage. And even Menifee, if I bring it, is going to take Specs Thunderbolt not as well as it could give something out. Then you've got Hooper Unbound, so that was the MVP last week. Scary stats, and it can do a fairly big chunk of damage to my team on most of the mons. You've got Gunk Shot for Florges, you've got Hyperspace Fury. So yeah, scary basically, and something I really need to take into account and to prevent being swept like the person was last week. And then also, funnily enough, Abomasnow, because I really don't want to get an Ice Shard or have Menifee go down to a Wood Hammer or whatever Abomasnow can throw at me. So that is also a threat for my team. So now you know what I am scared of. I am going to jump in and show you what I am bringing and why. So to start off, I am bringing Megalopunny. This was a no-brainer because Return hits all of the team with Scrappy, and I need something that's going to hit everything regardless of how much it's doing. And then also with his team, his defense stat is low, so I need something that's going to pack a punch and just devour things. So that's why I've chosen Megalopunny. The only issues though are bulk on Pokemon, Play Rough, and obviously Mega Mawile is scary against Megalopunny. So I've just got to probably try and switch it in, switch it out, make sure that I can keep this for other things and not have it go down to what it's going to be ruined by, basically. So next we have Garchomp. Obviously, I did say there is a lot of threats for it, and there is heaps on that team that can take a Garchomp on, especially things like the HP Ice Jolteon, as I said earlier, Ice Shard, Choice Scarf, Hydreigon. Any of that can devour the bride. But I chose to anyway, and that's because the Earthquake is a thing, Dragon type moves are a thing, and a lot of damage if I play it right. So that's why I've kept Garchomp in, and I think it does something to just get the residual damage off Rough Skin. So I've brought Trixie Mattel again, this time not to do wishes, but to be there just in case. So I've swapped out Wish for Psychic, just because I really want to hit Nidoqueen, and I've got things like Defog and Heal Bell just to stop any of my team getting hurt, because that's something I really don't want. I really don't want my team to get worn down from things like Toxic Spikes, Stealth Rocks, any status conditions, things like that. I really need this team healthy to be able to pull through. Next we have Murder. I'm seriously happy about this set. I planned a lot for this, and it was one of the first sets I thought of when battling Zangoose. So you've got Sucker Punch, Roost, Perish Song, and Pursuit. The reason I've got Sucker Punch and Pursuit is because I really want to just get damage off, and like I said, the defense stat on the team isn't the best, so I am going to use that to my advantage. And then I've got Perish Song because I don't want anything setting up on me. The one issue that I feel Honchkrow can have is people predicting setup and just going to town with setting up, basically, and then just ruining me. So that's why I got Perish Song, just to force switches, just to force physical moves. And then I was tossing up between Roost and Brave Bird, and figured that I didn't really need either. It was just kind of a packing peanuts of Pokemon moves. So that's why I chose this set. The only issue though is I've got to do a lot of predictions. I've got to hope that my judgment and discretion is correct and it pays off, because otherwise something can set up, something can devour me, and that's just something I've got to play to my advantage and hope that I get right. So next I have Menifee. I really wanted a Tail Glower just because I need something that's going to hit a lot of his team and do a lot of damage, and that's where Menifee goes very well. The only thing I am very scared of is Choice Specs, Expert Belt, Life Orb, Jolteon, because I really don't want to take a huge hit from Jolteon. Everything else I know I can survive, and Jolteon is something that is going to hurt Menifee, basically. Here's to hoping though that my judgment is wrong and he brings something else, but really can't guarantee that. So now we have Mikoto. I am partially amused by the fact that I am bringing Mikoto to bring on a giant dinosaur and a giant god bird, just because it is a tiny little bug. And the tiny little bug can do a lot of damage. However, I've just got to be very careful of anything attacking me first, just because its speed stat is not the best, and also I've got to hope that it is going to survive whatever is dealt to it. So let's get this battle underway. On his team he bought Jolteon, Mega Mawile, Tornadus, Nidoqueen, Hooper Unbound, and Quagsire. I was expecting most of this, so the only one I was kind of not sure if he would bring would be Mawile and Quagsire. It was tossing up between them and a few others, but all of those ones make sense, and I'm glad that I have prepped for them. But whether or not I win, we will see. So he's going to start with Quagsire, and I'm going to start with my Garchomp. He Toxics, and I Stealth Rocks. I'm going to Toxic him back because I don't want this getting any health. I want the residual damage that I want to get rid of. So I go into Trixie Mattel, and I'm going to heal Bal regardless of what he does because I need Garchomp healthy. I need everything healthy. He's going to go into his Nidoqueen, so I'm going to get out of there into my Manqueen. And that's not going to do anything, so I'm fine. I'm going to Scald because whatever comes in is going to get hurt, and Jolteon gets a burn, which I am happy, and it reveals leftovers, so no issue for me to be worried about. I'm going to predict he switches out though, because there's no point on him staying in when it's not going to do anything. So I'm going to Psychic, and Nidoqueen takes the hit. And then it's going to go into Megamorwell. So I Psychic just in case Nidoqueen stayed in, but I'm going to switch out into something. I knew whatever he was going to go for, I wasn't going to take the hit very well. Nothing really does, but I switched it out. So again, another huge chunk of my life gone, and I'm going to Scald and take it. So now it can't do any damage, but I want my Manqueen, so I am switching into Murder, and I am thinking he's going to switch out because there's no point on him being in against a Honchkrow. And I was right, so I get the Moxie up, but here's where it gets weird. I was not expecting a bulk up Thunderous Furion. So this kind of worked because I had a Perish Song for something else, but it worked out very well. Anyways, he kills me, which is fine. He's got a Perish Song up, so he's got to get out there. So this is not going to do a lot, but basically I want to get that poison just damaging it. So I tried to take a hit from Tornadus, but I didn't live. And he goes into Sonic thinking that I am going to Thunderbolt, which I don't because I would be terrified of doing that. He's going to Sludge Wave me. I get my health back, but I don't get to do a Psychic in return. Then I go into the Punny. Aim of this is just to hit, and I get a crit, so it works out very well. I'm going to return again just to get a lot of damage off, but Acrobatics hurts and I go. But Mikoto survives that. I get a Bug Buzz, and then it's up to the last hit. So I live, and then Hidden Power takes down Nidoqueen, making Mikoto the winner. With 3 kills, which I am happy with because I wasn't expecting Mikoto to do as much work as I thought it did. And I was actually expecting probably Murder or Menifee to do better. So I'm pretty happy with that. I got an unexpected result. I had some unexpected movesets from Zangoose that I really loved, and fantastic prep on Zangoose's part, and good job on my part, I guess. Thank you again, Zangoose, for that incredible battle. It was very fun, like I said, and I would recommend that everyone go watch his side of the battle and enjoy it. Enjoy what he has to say about that as well. If there's any issues you want to scream or yell at me or anything at all, just let me know. I am going to leave and get myself a chocolate mousse because I feel like it. So while I do that, you should just, I don't know, do whatever you do. Bye!